Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Below the Line, still live from Casablanca. And this is the show about how movies are made. My name is Andres Ramirez, and I'm here with my good friend and co host, Mr. Zach Houston Scott. How are you, man?
Not bad, not bad. Just got everything all moved in now to the new place and yeah, getting everything organized and set up. So definitely a fun time.
Real happy. Well, today we're doing one of these type of episodes. It's a quick one, but a painful one, maybe. We're finally reviewing not the 2005 version of War of the Worlds, but the 2025 version of War of the Worlds, starring Ice Cube. Yes, Ice Cube.
Yes, the rapper Ice Cube turned actor. Because, yeah, when you think War of the Worlds, the first thing that comes in your mind is him for some odd reason, but he's not even the worst thing about this movie. So, yeah,
And
it's
the actor from what's Diary of a Wimpy Kid?
Oh, Devin Bostick?
Yes. He's
Yes.
also in the film. Yep. I guess
He's
those
in,
Wimpy Kid movies have not turned out well for him.
for what it's worth, he was also in Oppenheimer a few years ago.
Yeah, he had a small cameo, right? He was one of the scientists that helps Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
What a weird career. You make Oppenheimer and you also make War of the Worlds. I guess work is work.
Yeah. Work. I mean, that's not even the strangest casting. Like Eva Longoria and Clark Gregg, just this movie's wild for who has in it. Like, just seriously.
Okay. Yeah. The guy that is that the guy that plays
Agent Coulson
in
in
the
Marvel.
Avengers? Yeah. In Marvel. Yeah. I didn't even remember the character. It's been so long since Avengers
Well,
or since Iron Man.
he hasn't appeared since Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. ended, so I don't blame you if you forgot all about him.
I know how he looks. I don't remember the name, if that makes sense.
No, it's okay. I get you.
So, where do we start talking about this movie? Well, I'll ask you the question. Are you a fan of the IP?
Of War of the Worlds? Well, I can say this. I've never read the book. I know about the parodies that have come from it, like The Simpsons and just Orson Welles' famous radio play that tricked a lot of audiences into thinking it was an actual invasion. So this is like one of the
Hmm.
few times where I reference the radio more than anything because of just how realistic and what panic it caused for the time being. Since I don't think it can be replicated. And not only that, I think it's one of the times that it literally proved that fiction could be fact when it's so convincing and a testament to Orson Welles' like acting,
Storytelling
direction.
abilities.
Yeah, like the guy was a genius for that. Like Citizen Kane, War of the Worlds, Unicron in the Transformers movie, just nothing this guy like he probably had a couple done. I haven't seen all his work, but just the fact he had that impact because of his voice, like you hear to this day from Pinky and the Brain. Like Marsh LaMarche is notorious for replicating his voice. But anyway, that's my limit. The Steven Spielberg War of the Worlds, I think, is okay. I think it's decent enough, but it's not my favorite adaptation, if that makes sense.
Well, I think every adaptation has been different because I think the book is more about radios and the danger they possess to the human race. The invasion has always been an analogy to human race, right? I think
Yeah,
the Spielberg was a reaction of 9/11. I mean, he has said it vaguely, and it's about Americans not giving up because that's a very important theme in the film. And I actually watched both. I think I don't know it's when is the last time you watched the Spielberg one, but aside from all the adaptation issues that it could have, ironically, it was written by David Cobb, who wrote the last Jurassic World film. on most of the Harry Potter films. I think the Spielberg one, the first part, like the first two acts, they build so much intention. I think the ending is the one that is the disappointment in that film. But I think Tom Cruise carries the film, and Dakota Fanning also gives a good performance. But
It
yeah, I am a fan of the Spielberg version, if that makes sense.
It does. I just think it's a lesser collaboration between the two than something like Minority Report was in adapting a story. Because I do agree with you that it was a response to 9/11 and definitely a period piece of the 2000s, but that's kind of what World of the Worlds is in general. They're all period pieces in one way or another of when it was created as a reflection of the time. Even if you go back all the way to the 1950s version, that's uh,
Yeah,
1950s edition of War of the Worlds, like a 50s sci-fi. So,
and apparently there's another TV show starring Daisy Edgar Jones, made by BBC, I think. But it's impossible to watch. You have to be subscribed to BBC or something.
oh,
The
really?
British made it. Yeah, there's like a. I think the TV show came out in 2017, but I have not seen it. I've heard mixed things of it, but
Interesting.
it's not a film. I think they had more time to tell the story, maybe.
But let's not push aside. This one is definitely an adaptation of today's 2020s paranoia, conspiracy
Well,
theory mentality.
Well, let's trace it back because yes, I agree with you in that sense. But do you know when this was produced?
This was produced like back in 2020.
And 20.
Yeah, this is like,
This was shot during COVID.
yeah. And apparently, just looking at
That's
Wikipedia, like right now, I don't know how much is legit. It was only 15 days to shoot this movie, all like during the pandemic. And it took like 2 years for post production and then another 2 years to basically release. Like, that's 5.
that makes me so confused. Well, I can see post production taking so long because like 90% of the movie is CGI. Like CGI on like he's clicking and he controls these drones and you know everything in his computer has to be animated. So in essence, it's an animated movie with Ice Cube vaguely reacting to something that he doesn't know what he's seeing. Like he can only imagine what he's seeing. It doesn't make sense, if that makes sense.
No, it does. It does. But it's a Screen Life movie. And these have been popping up more often. Like, they got a producer who did that one movie with John Cho. I can't remember
Searching?
its Searching, yes,
Yeah.
to do this movie. And, it's not the first time I've seen it. I've seen that other
Well,
horror.
Searching is miles better.
Oh, it's a way better movie. It's more tense and it's, more of the time. And this is not. This is the complete opposite. And it's not really engaging and it's just really like a mess. It's just a product placement full of Amazon and
Jokes.
media and jokes expense. I mean, yes, it was released on Amazon Prime, but the distributor is Universal. Like, it opens with the Universal logo. So I don't know what's going on
Really?
with. Yeah, at
I didn't
least in.
notice that one. It's just, I think it's a very confused film because I think, in essence, because as we were discussing, I think War of the Worlds is a reaction of the time. I think, in essence, it works that way. I just don't know if the limitations of these being shot during COVID really hindered the film because you could say, okay, I can clearly tell that Ice Cube is in his basement. He puts his costume right and he puts a green screen and this CGI that he's in the National Department of Homeland Security, right? But are you telling me that the whole government relies on one guy that is WhatsApping his kids, emailing from his personal Google account, Facebooking people? Like, are you telling me that an employee from Homeland Security has access to WhatsApp from his work computer?
Yeah,
Like,
my
I think
go ahead.
in essence, the premise of the film could have worked, obviously, with like five rewrites, right? I think it's interesting that in this case, the aliens are going after the data, but it's never really explained why. Although they try to, because there's that whole Goliath thing at the end where the son is basically like this anonymous guy and basically his dad's nemesis in the hacking world, but then they come together through the help of Amazon fly delivery. Just the ending is such a bizarre thing.
Yeah. And literally, like, Amazon is basically the one that saves the day. Like, you have to order something in order for them to deliver it. And so just dumb. Like, it was a
Well, and
share.
Tesla.
And Tesla, too.
Tesla has a cameo where basically the daughter gets in an accident and the guy is like, let me hack into the Tesla and self-drive you to the hospital. It's so weird in its approach, if that makes sense.
All these billionaires just breathing over the shoulder of this movie with what they want to see. That's my opinion, to say the least.
But I mean, I just don't know what went wrong because, like, you mentioned they had a competent producer in the genre. So, what do you think went wrong?
What do I think went wrong?
Yeah,
Probably just I don't even know where I can start with, honestly. I think what went wrong really is just the fact that it had no connection originally to War of the Worlds. It was just supposed to be its own independent screen life movie. And
with
then
aliens.
with aliens, but either it's someone at Amazon or Universal or whoever picked it up decided, oh, I think we're just going to, market this better, slap on a War of the Worlds because that hasn't been done in so long, package it, and then it would just got left on the shelf for so long because the quality was so bad, and then later dumped onto streaming because nobody wanted to see it, and Amazon has a quota to fill. Like, it's telling really that this is getting more attention than some other movies that are out
Well,
right now
yeah, it's like trending in Amazon. That's the crazy part.
because
Like,
it's bad.
it's
It's that bad kind of movie.
is it as bad as good as The Room is? If you know what I mean.
As The Room is?
Well, The Room is a bad movie, objectively, right?
Well, yeah.
But subjectively, it's a good film. Do you think in a few years this film could be like The Room, or it doesn't have that iconicity to it?
I think a part of it will. Like, it's been a while since I've seen a really bad movie that's just so
Good.
bad it's good. So I could totally see it as like the midnight cinema, like people will want to watch it on its own time, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it even had one of Ice Cube's famous catchphrases. I don't remember, but I remember when I was looking at it, I laughed at it. I think he says, "Bitch, get out the way," or something like that in
Yeah.
some moment
Yeah.
of the film. And I just thought, like, is this catchphrase the movie? But
Well,
then
that's been for years.
the most fun thing is the fact that, like, his kids are supposed to be geniuses, right? Because like the daughter is like a big pharma person, and she's dating an Amazon delivery driver. Like, no disrespect to Amazon delivery drivers, but in the film it makes no sense because like he's overprotective, and this guy is like the best Amazon delivery driver that does not stop working on the day the aliens invade. Like, he's still delivering packages after the aliens invade. Like, that is Amazon good service quality.
It's really good quality.
Well, and it's all about to spy your Amazon cards. As if
Or
Amazon didn't
like,
do already that. But I guess the question that I have to you is, how many shots of tequila did you had while watching this film?
I didn't have any tequila when watching it. No, I was just like shaking my head the whole time. Like, what am I watching, really?
What was your favorite Ice Cube reaction?
When he went, damn.
Yeah, that's a good one. I love when he said touchdown.
Just,
Like,
I guess he
the,
was just need to say whatever he wanted.
like I genuinely, is there a script online?
I don't know.
Like, it would be so funny to read the script and say, and says, and the character enthusiastically says, touchdown. Like, I don't know the context of the scene, like how it was written. Because, like, he says, damn. Like, I don't know. He says a lot of his dialogue, like, I don't know what they told him to react to. Because obviously he was not looking at the screen. So, the last question I have for you, as somebody that has worked in the post production department, what happened with the VFX of this film?
I think maybe it was just left on the sitting room table, and because of its post process being 2 years, it was considered lower priority given its budget.
Hmm.
But that's my guess, honestly.
What was the budget? Do you know?
I don't know the budget actually.
Does he have a budget?
It doesn't say on Wikipedia, so I wouldn't know actually.
If you had to guess,
I would say it would be like somewhere around 5 million, just because it all took place in one location and it was green screened all of it. So
5 million.
yeah, that's my guess.
Fair enough. Apparently, I'm looking at Reddit. I know the most reliable source on the planet, but apparently had a $123 million budget.
Hmm.
How did this cost? Is this is a good question, maybe for even us as filmmakers. But is War of the Worlds a non-copyrighted IP? Like, is it part of the public domain?
I believe so. It is. Yeah.
So anybody can adapt this.
Oh, what was your question? Sorry.
Anyone can adapt this.
Yeah, anyone can adapt the story.
Okay, let's end this episode on a positive manner. What would be your perfect adaptation for a 2020-ish version of this film? Like in response to our time, how would you take that approach?
Um, I would definitely, well, with the war going on, I think Superman kind of did it best with the conflict between Palestine and Israel. So, yeah, that's my guess personally.
Of how you would take a War of the Worlds approach?
Yeah.
I think I would take it, but still, I like the date idea, but I would hinder in reality close to what Spielberg did. And maybe the world has to unite and data becomes meaningless. Because data is only meaningful if the world is not united, if that makes sense.
No, it makes sense. It makes sense.
But I would still try to approach the tension of Spielberg's directorial choices. Like, I think here, the way they arrive, they just kind of show up and they just start destroying stuff. I think the way Spielberg sets it up is so masterful that I don't know. I wish this movie did it better. It was hard to watch, and halfway there, I started watching the Spielberg film, and I was like, "Man, this is such a good film." But I don't know. I think anything else you want to add about this film?
No, I think we're good. I'm pretty happy overall, with just seeing how bad the reception is and just people having fun with it. Yeah,
Yet
I think
it's probably one of the most watched movies of 2025.
just to see how bad it is, which is fantastic.
I guess there's two ways to be successful: make a masterpiece like Sinners, And then or make a really bad movie and people will see it. Maybe that's the lesson in War of the Worlds 2025. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see about that one. I know this is a short one. Anything else you wanna add or say? Or
No,
do you wanna sign us off?
I will sign us off. He's Andres Ramirez. You can follow him at Jaro2096. I'm the Zach Houston. Both of us are on Instagram. You can follow us at below the line underscore 2025. We look forward to talking more about the movies and what's happening, especially as we get it more into the fall season. So give us a like, subscribe, a follow, and we'll see you in the next one.
Also, let us know if this is the worst or best movie of the year. Who knows? It might be in your top one as the best summer film of 2025. I don't know. Thank you, guys. Would you mind doing the honors, Zach, for a last time while I'm here in Casablanca?
Definitely. Do 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 do
Bye
do
bye,
do
guys.
do 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 do.